Halo Lur, selamat datang kembali dengan channel React Brother. Kali ini, kita akan menyaksikan reaksi dari 3 reaktor memeriksa Alipbata yaitu Godfather. Tanpa berlama-lama, mari kita mulai Lur.
We're going to be reacting to the Godfather theme song, and I'm very excited. I love getting to hear acoustic versions of songs, and that is literally what he does. So let's check it out. Here we go. By the way, if you enjoy the videos, don't forget to subscribe. All right, Godfather theme song. Ooh. Oh my gosh.
All right, I know there is a crime to stop Alip, but I really need to do. And yes, this is moved me a lot. This song, this music, this melody, and the way Alip is performing it makes automatically come tears on my eyes for many reasons.
I absolutely love how nonchalant he is. Like, he just is chilling, playing the guitar, but it's gorgeous. Oh my goodness, he is so talented.
Try to understand. It's quite hurting for us as a Sicilian population. Every time that we travel, or we knew other people around the world and so on and so forth, the time that you said that you are Sicilian, the first thing that comes in mind is just to say, oh, Sicilia, oh, Sicily, mafia. And it's not so funny for us. It can be funny. People doesn't do that because they want to hurt you or offend you. Absolutely. I never take it as an offense. But from us, that we are Sicilian, that we know and we can smell and we can touch still the shadow of the blood of innocent people on our streets, of our heroes that have been killed from mafia, is not nice.
What a beautiful arrangement. I don't think there's any denying the talent and the capabilities he has as a guitar player. What I really love about this, there's a few things I want to pull out of this. What I really love about this, first of all, is the melodic choice in the octave. The melody started off in a lower octave, and then complemented it as the melody moved forward into higher octaves, utilizing those harmonics. Another difficult thing to do. Now, at this level of guitar playing, you're perfecting the nuances of your performance, because obviously the skill set of his chord choices, I believe it's open tuning. It sounds like it is, but I could be wrong. The chords in his skill set, as far as playing chords, doesn't even have to be discussed.
This really moved me a lot for many reasons. Alip. You have been gifted from God.
Absolutely one of those players that I said this in the last video, you could just sit and listen to for hours. Like, I just want him to follow me around and play the guitar like throughout my day, and I would just have such a great day. He's just amazing.
It's wonderful, but it's the nuances that are being played, those harmonics that are being popped on these notes have to be in specific intervals. Otherwise, you can't get that harmonic out of it. When you see him coming up like this, and he's got his finger lightly resting on the string, and he pops this bell-sounding harmonic. So going back and forth in that melody and starting off low, coming back high. Something else that I just saw, which was wonderful, reminded me of a very famous guitar player named, I want to say it's Adrian Legg. Or Andre Legg. I think it's Adrian Legg, where he specialized in those above the nut, which is that very high part of the guitar where the strings bend down into the peg.
Oh my gosh! What the heck?
And when you flex that, you can cause it to increase in, I don't know exactly how many tone values you can get out of it, maybe a whole step. But when he went up and did this is a lot of beautiful things that he's doing as a musician, as an instrumentalist with the guitar, that so far is making this performance super, super, super cool. Because I can enjoy that because I know how hard it is to do that.
Sicily has more than 3,000 years of history. It's one of the greatest culture in the world. We have been dominated from Greeks, from Arabic people, from Spanish, from Vikings, from Roman. Is a multicultural region with an history that can make, blush many Americans. And when I say that, I say with all my respect, because I have so many friends from America. But when I was working on the cruise line with American people, they've been very, very nasty with me about their own comment. Something that really, really hurt me. Because you come from Sicily, so we are all criminals, all mafia, all godfathers, all godmothers, and it's not that. That's why all my respect as well goes for people like the English, citizen, because when I came here in London, it was 2015. I remember the summer after at the British Museum, they have been hosted. Exhibition with these big, advertising papers that they place outside, outside the British Museum, in which it was written Sicily, 3,000 years of history. And people here is very amazed about our history. They consider Sicily one of the most beautiful places in the world where you go for holidays, because it's even a wonderful landscape. And to see an another country that is actually giving to Sicily the right recognition, you know, that they really know and consider our culture and our history, instead of just to tell us, oh, you know, you're famous because The Godfather, you're famous because you're criminals, you're famous because Mafia and Cupola and Cosa Nostra. It's not so nice, because we suffer, we still suffer about it a lot, like you cannot even imagine.
I cannot even imagine how much he practices and how long he's been playing. Like, I'm literally just...
Alip, you are extraordinary.
I just want to clap for him. That was amazing. Oh, wow. Honestly, like, he's got to be one of the most skilled guitarists I've ever seen. Like, you can't deny that. That's just amazing. Well, that is Alipbata.
Okay, so before we get into, the next movement that he's playing, these choices that he's making to play these notes, I love the little ad-lib riffing in the passages. He does the melody and he fills it in a little bit with his own spirit, his own soul, his own performance. But there are many choices a guitar player can make for a note. And what I mean by that is they could play a note probably, you know, 2 or 3 places on a guitar.
That is just mind-blowing.
But in each place on the guitar, the tone will change a little bit. Though it might be the same exact note is played down here, here, and here, and here, the fact of the matter is he's taken the liberty of taking some of these notes and has really decided to say, well, I'm going to highlight that note using the harmonics. And that's what I love about it. And I also love the fact that he gave it that little spin in his arrangement, you know. So hang on, something went wrong. If you see an edit here, I'm fixing something, but let's get back to it.
And but this song is beautiful. This song anyway become our anthem, as I said. And if you don't know, this song is called Brucia la terra and is in Sicilian dialect. So if you go to look, you know, Brucia la terra, you will listen the proper words of this song. There is even an English version of it, and but of course I suggest you to listen the Sicilian, because it's a song of love, you know. Brucia la terra mia e abbrucia lume cori. My land is burning and my heart is burning for you. It's very, very romantic song. So that's why this melody gives me many, many emotions. Beautiful and not so beautiful. How can I say? Happy and sad at the same time. So that's why. But let's continue. I will never feel tired to listen Alip playing this song.
Begitu nada pembuka dimainkan, suasananya langsung berubah jadi tegang, tapi elegan. Tiga reaktor ini kayak otomatis menahan diri buat gak ngomong. Reaktor pertama langsung menatap layar tanpa berkedip. Matanya mengikuti gerakan jari yang pelan namun penuh kendali, seolah dia sadar dari awal kalau ini bukan permainan biasa. Reaktor kedua sedikit menyandarkan tubuh ke depan, bibirnya mengatup rapat sambil mengangguk kecil mengikuti ritme. Sementara reaktor ketiga justru diam total dengan tatapan dalam, kayak lagi masuk ke dunia lain yang dibangun cuma lewat suara gitar. Saat tema utama mulai terdengar jelas, reaktor pertama kelihatan makin serius. Alisnya sedikit naik dan dia beberapa kali menarik napas pendek, seperti kagum tapi masih mencoba memahami apa yang sedang dia dengar. Reaktor kedua mulai menunjukkan senyum tipis yang pelan-pelan muncul karena tiap nada terdengar begitu rapi dan berkarakter. Sedangkan reaktor ketiga tetap minim ekspresi, tapi matanya gak pernah lepas dari layar, seolah dia takut kehilangan satu detail kecil pun dari permainan itu. Masuk ke bagian melodi yang lebih emosional, reaktor pertama mulai kehilangan fokus ke teknik dan lebih terbawa suasana. Kepalanya bergerak pelan mengikuti alur nada yang terasa berat namun indah. Reaktor kedua sempat membuka mulut sedikit seperti ingin berkomentar, tapi akhirnya cuma tertawa kecil penuh takjub sambil menggeleng pelan. Di sisi lain, reaktor ketiga mulai merem sesekali, dan dari ekspresinya kelihatan jelas kalau dia lagi menikmati musik itu secara penuh, bukan sekadar menganalisis. Ketika permainan mulai menunjukkan dinamika yang lebih kuat, reaktor pertama langsung bersandar sebentar lalu maju lagi ke layar. Reaksinya campur antara kagum dan gak percaya satu gitar bisa mengisi ruang sebesar itu. Reaktor kedua mulai mengikuti ritme dengan jari-jarinya di meja, tapi matanya tetap fokus penuh ke fretboard. Reaktor ketiga yang tadi paling diam justru mulai menunjukkan perubahan paling terasa. Rahangnya mengendur dan dia menarik napas panjang, seperti baru sadar kalau emosinya pelan-pelan ditarik masuk makin dalam. Pas bagian yang lebih sunyi muncul, ketiganya langsung ikut melambat. Reaktor pertama berhenti bergerak sama sekali dan cuma menatap layar dengan ekspresi kosong tapi penuh rasa. Reaktor kedua menunduk sebentar sambil tersenyum tipis, kayak lagi menikmati momen pribadi yang gak perlu dijelaskan. Reaktor ketiga tetap diam, tapi ada tatapan jauh di matanya, seolah lagu itu sedang membuka ingatan lama yang selama ini tersembunyi. Menjelang akhir, tiga reaktor ini kelihatan udah gak lagi berada di mode konten. Mereka lebih seperti penonton yang terseret ke dalam cerita tanpa sadar. Reaktor pertama beberapa kali mengangguk pelan dengan wajah penuh hormat. Reaktor kedua tersenyum lebih lebar tapi tetap tenang, dan reaktor ketiga masih mempertahankan keheningan itu, hanya sesekali menghela napas panjang sambil menatap layar tanpa berpaling. Waktu nada terakhir berhenti, gak ada yang langsung bicara. Justru jeda hening itu yang bikin semuanya terasa makin kuat. Reaktor pertama akhirnya cuma menggeleng kecil sambil tersenyum tak percaya. Reaktor kedua menatap kamera sebentar lalu balik lagi ke layar kosong dengan ekspresi kagum. Sementara reaktor ketiga tetap diam beberapa detik lebih lama sebelum akhirnya menarik napas dalam. Dan dari situ terasa jelas kalau yang mereka alami barusan bukan sekadar mendengar cover, tapi merasakan sebuah cerita yang disampaikan tanpa satu kata pun. Itulah lur untuk reaksi kali ini. Sampai jumpa lagi di video lainnya bersama channel React Brother. Admin ucapkan terima kasih telah menonton dan sampai jumpa lagi di video.